The recent Levi's Jeans advertisement featuring Beyonce has ignited a significant social media controversy, drawing particularly sharp criticism from conservative commentators Megyn Kelly and Piers Morgan. Beyonce probably thinks she's that chick by causing all this controversy. The debate has expanded beyond the advertisement itself to encompass broader discussions about authenticity, race, and representation in media. The comments under the post of Megyn as well as Piers are heated. We're going to take a look at those comments. But first, let's talk about it, busybodies. By the way, this video is for entertainment purposes only, so everything is allegedly. Anyway, it appears that Megyn Kelly initiated the controversy with a pointed critique on social media platform X, directly contrasting Beyonce's Levi's campaign with Sydney Sweeney's recent American Eagle advertisement. Kelly's criticism was particularly harsh, stating there is nothing natural about Beyonce, and describing the singer's image, fame, success, and appearance as bought and paid for. She further characterized the advertisement as artificial, fake, enhanced, and trying too hard, setting off a chain reaction of responses across social media. Megyn Kelly takes issue with Beyonce Jeans ad. Not only does Meg take to social media to express her disdain for Beyonce's ad for Levi's jean, so does another famous person, Piers Morgan. First, let's talk about Megyn Kelly. She seems to take up for Sydney Sweeney and diss Beyonce in her post on Instagram. Yes, conservative pundit Megyn Kelly knocked singer-songwriter Beyonce over a new ad campaign promoting Levi Jeans. Now, this is what Megyn had to say about the situation. She wrote, "This is the opposite of the Sydney Sweeney ad. Quite clearly, there is nothing natural about Beyonce," Kelly wrote in a post on the social platform X. She goes on to say everything, from her image to her fame to her success to her look below, is bought and paid for, she added. Screams artificial, fake, enhanced, trying too hard. This is the photo that she posted of Beyonce, which is an advertisement Beyonce has for Levi Jeans. Like I said, Megyn went in on Beyonce. So much so that one commenter stated that this is something you would expect from journalism such as TMZ, not from Megyn. I guess Megyn has switched it up since her days as being a news anchor for Fox News. She has come a long way since her days of being a newscaster on Fox News. Lots of people are chiming in to give their opinion on this comment. Some are questioning how Megyn can call Beyonce fake when people are saying that she, Megyn herself, has had work done to her appearance. Also, some say she is not a natural blonde. So does this mean that Megyn is fake if she is not all natural? She seems to be implicating Sydney is all natural. When a person is all natural, you think real hair color, no plastic surgery such as facelifts or boob jobs. Now, I don't know how true it is, but people in the comments section under her post is saying that Megyn has undergone some changes, thus hinting that while she is calling Beyonce fake, that she herself may be fake. In the comments section, they are going in on both Megyn and Beyonce. Of course, this is what people do on social media. So when you post negative things on one person, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get in the comment section, especially on a platform like X, where I believe you cannot erase people's comment. Unlike on YouTube and Instagram, where you can delete comments you don't like, on X, you have to roll with the punches. So even if people diss you, you cannot erase those comments, is my understanding. If I'm wrong, let me know. This is one feature that I like about X. So people are coming for Megyn in her own comment section. But she's been doing this for long enough, she had to know that potentially she could get some backlash. But she did it anyway. This lets you know how badly she wanted to diss what some people refer to as Queen, due to her long reign in R&B at the top of her game. She has now broken into other genres such as country music, hence her song about Levi Jeans, which probably landed her the ad campaign on Levi Jeans. Let's take a look at what people had to say in the comment section, where there seems to be a divide along party lines. And of course, the Beehive is forever present to defend their queen, Beyonce. Let's gag, shall we? One person says, "You're just mad Beyonce made fun of you at the Cowboy Carter tour." I have heard Megyn talk about this, so appears she already had an issue with Beyonce. Not sure how far the feud between these two dates back to. Another person creates a long post and says, Megyn, the irony of calling Beyonce artificial while building your entire career on curated outrage, blonde ambition, and political pandering is astounding. Beyonce is a global icon with unmatched talent, work ethic, and cultural impact, none of which can be bought, no matter how many Fox News segments you host. Critiquing black excellence because it doesn't come in a package you're comfortable with isn't edgy, it's tired. Beyonce didn't buy her success. She earned it through decades of dominance in an industry that rarely gives black women their due. You're not offering a critique, you're coping. Loudly, she allegedly has also had work done. Although Beyonce has not responded to Megyn, appears many of her fans, or Beehive, are responding. Although a lot of people are going in on Megyn on X on this post, she also has a lot of supporters. Let's take a look at some of the wild comments on this post. So this person had a lot to say. The rest of the post are not that long. Let's check out a few more posts under Megyn's comment, and then we'll move on to Piers. Another person posts, artificial, fake, trying too hard, you say? They post photos supposedly of Megyn before and after photos indicating that she has had plastic surgery done. Let me say right here that this is allegedly as for as Megyn having plastic surgery. We here at Keeping Up cannot confirm or deny this. Now, Beehive, brace yourself, because the next few posts go in on Beyonce. One person says, "You're right," and post a photo of Beyonce supposedly from the 2000s, and another one from the 2020s. Appears this is supposed to show that Beyonce has had enhancements. Another person posts photos of the ads of these two ladies in similar poses with the captions. Now get this. The caption says, "Married a rapper when she was 18 and he was 30. Worships the wrong God. Promotes debauchery and material things as happiness to young women. Questionable freak-off activities." Oh no, not questionable freak-off activities. So this is the post next to Beyonce's photo. The post next to Sydney's photo reads, "White and beautiful." So this person lets us know of their controversial opinion and that they apparently are Team Sydney in this situation. Here are a few more posts that really went in on Beyonce. One person says, "Why is she trying to look white?" Another says, "Your decades-long obsession with Beyonce is very pathetic." Not them allegedly having beef for decades. Not sure how true this is. Another person says, "Just ordered 3 pairs of American Eagle jeans. Have 1 pair of Levi's, which I will retire to garbage." This person apparently is Team Megyn and Team Sweeney. Another person says, "Why is it okay for black people to wear whiteface and not okay for white people to wear blackface?" So a lot of people are going in on Beyonce's lighter hair in this ad, and also what some people believe is lighter skin as well on Beyonce than she has appeared in the past. I am not here to say who is right or who is wrong. I am just here to report the news. Oh yeah, and I did say this video is for entertainment purposes only, right? With that being said, let's move on to Piers Morgan and see what he had to say about Beyonce's new ad for jeans. I tell these jeans ads have really gotten people riled up. Next, we take a look at Piers Morgan post. However, first let me point out a few things. The timing of this controversy is notable, as it coincides with Beyonce's recent venture into country music, including her song Levi Jeans, which likely influenced the advertising partnership. This context has added another layer to the debate, as it intersects with discussions about genre crossing in music and cultural authenticity. The response to Kelly's comments has been swift and divided, largely along partisan lines. Many social media users have pointed out perceived hypocrisy in Kelly's criticism, with some sharing alleged before and after photos suggesting Kelly herself may have undergone cosmetic procedures. One particularly viral response stated, "Megyn, the irony of calling Beyonce artificial while building your entire career on curated outrage, blonde ambition, and political pandering is astounding. Beyonce is a global icon with unmatched talent, work ethic, and cultural impact, none of which can be bought." The controversy has taken on significant racial undertones, and what does this rhyme with? Okay, you get the picture because we have to be careful here on YouTube. Back to our topic of discussion. Anyway, the controversy has taken on a significant racial undertones, with some critics questioning Beyonce's lighter appearance in the advertisements. This has prompted intense discussions about beauty standards and representation in advertising. Some defenders have drawn historical parallels, referencing figures like Marilyn Monroe and Dorothy Dandridge to contextualize the ongoing debate about beauty standards and cultural appropriation. Piers Morgan's involvement has added another dimension to the controversy. However, social media users were quick to remind Morgan of a previous incident where he had to issue an apology to Jay-Z and Beyonce regarding statements made on his show. This history has led some to suggest he should exercise more caution in his current criticism, with one commenter noting, "Not Beyonce and Jay-Z's lawyers making Piers Morgan apologize about a woman who came on his show spreading lies. Oh, it's serious." Now we take a look at what Piers Morgan has to say. He posts the following comment on X. He says, very disappointed to see Beyonce culturally appropriate Marilyn Monroe in her new Levi's ad. Now let's take a look at the comments under his post. One person says, "Is that a problem?" with another saying, "Oh no, you're not disappointed. You're actually upset that an indigenous queen touted Marilyn Monroe's style better than Marilyn Monroe could ever do on her best day. That's why you're mad. But it's okay. You'll get over it. Just like y'all did when she started singing country music, when it came from us at the beginning anyway. And I'm done." Yet another person says, "Marilyn Monroe is not a culture. She's a public figure and pop icon. Emulating her aesthetic is no more cultural appropriation than a British man dressing like James Dean. Beyonce channeling Monroe is an homage, something white celebrities have done with black icons for decades without critique. The selective outrage reeks of double standards." Another says, "When did Beyonce become a white woman?" This person says, "I wish she'd appropriate some Ozempic. Then she wouldn't have to have those jeans altered to fit." So they are really going in on Beyonce under Piers Morgan post. Let's read one more comment. This individual says, "Let's be very clear. Marilyn stole her entire style and looks from the legendary Dorothy Dandridge. And it's more pictures to prove it. So as you can see, busybodies, these jeans advertisements have caused quite the controversy." Before we move on from Piers Morgan's situation, let's talk about just one more post where a poster reminds us of a situation where Piers Morgan apologizes to Jay-Z and Beyonce regarding a person that came on his show. I believe the person that came on his show that he is alluding to in his apology is Jaguar Wright. The person goes on to say in their post, "Not Beyonce and Jay-Z's lawyers making Piers Morgan apologize about a woman who came on his show spreading lies. Oh, it's serious." They also post, "Enjoy the clout while you can. Your time is running out." So I guess they are reminding Piers to be careful what he says in his reporting, because J&B could be watching. So as you can see, these jeans advertisements have caused controversy with many people picking sides. This controversy seems to have arisen after Beyonce's company this week posted a video teasing an ad campaign for Levi Jeans featuring the pop icon, whose recent album features a song titled Levi's Jeans. The Levi campaign comes in the midst of an ongoing cultural debate about a campaign American Eagle rolled out last month promoting its jeans, featuring actor Sydney Sweeney. One person says, "Is that a problem?" with another saying, "Oh no, you're not disappointed. You're actually upset that an indigenous queen outdid Marilyn Monroe's style better than Marilyn Monroe could ever do on her best day? That's why you're mad. But it's okay. You'll get over it just like y'all did when she started singing country music when it came from us at the beginning anyway. And I'm done." Yet another person says, "Marilyn Monroe is not a culture. She's a public figure and pop icon. Emulating her aesthetic is no more cultural appropriation than a British man dressing like James Dean. Beyonce channeling Monroe is an homage, something white celebrities have done with black icons for decades without critique. The selective outrage reeks of double standards." Another says, "When did Beyonce become a white woman?" This person says, "I wish she'd appropriate some Ozempic. Then she wouldn't have to have those jeans altered to fit." So they are really going in on Beyonce under Piers Morgan post. Let's read one more comment. This individual says, "Let's be very clear. Marilyn stole her entire style and looks from the legendary Dorothy Dandridge, and it's more pictures to prove it." So, as you can see, busybodies, these jeans advertisements have caused quite the controversy. The debate has spawned numerous heated exchanges on social media, with comments ranging from supportive to highly critical. Some users have accused Beyonce of trying to look white, while others have defended her artistic choices and success. The controversy has even sparked discussions about double standards in cultural appropriation, with users debating the appropriateness of various forms of artistic homage and style adoption. The Platform X's policy of not allowing comment deletion has ensured that all perspectives remain visible, contributing to the ongoing nature of the debate. This has created a more transparent, if sometimes contentious, discussion space, where both supporters and critics must contend with each other's viewpoints. Interestingly, the controversy has created opportunities for other artists in the industry. Rapper Glorilla has reportedly secured a deal with Levi Jeans following her BET award for a gospel single, suggesting that the ongoing debate about jeans advertising has created a cultural moment that brands are eager to capitalize on. This situation serves as a powerful example of how contemporary media controversies evolve and expand, touching on multiple aspects of culture, identity, and representation. The inability to delete comments on Platform X has ensured that these discussions remain visible and continue to evolve, creating a lasting record of this cultural moment and its various interpretations. Anyway, let me know what you think about this situation with these two conservatives having issues with Beyonce and her Levi Jeans advertisement. Leave your comments below. Also, make sure you like this video. Go on ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you will be notified when my next video comes out, and I will see you in the next video. This is Liz, keeping up with the biz. Bye for now.